in themselves. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today. Together, we can help end poverty for good.
What is your healing power? Maybe your healing power is helping veterans with PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, depression, anxiety, or loneliness. Is your healing power a simple, heartfelt letter or being a volunteer? It is estimated that over 500,000 current warfighters will return from service diagnosed with PTSD, and 22 veterans will commit suicide every day. Our veterans have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. At healvets.org, you can find out more about the healing power of pen pals, volunteers, therapy kits, and more. Discover your healing power at healvets.org. Help Heal Veterans, together with you, has been helping one recovering veteran at a time. We are helping veterans heal together. What is your healing power? To find out about your power, visit healvets.org. This PSA is sponsored by Help Heal Veterans.
It's time for Woodward Boomer basketball on Z92.
In my book, we're going to be winners.
With the call of tonight's game,
the champ is here.
Here's Tyler Riggs.
What time is it? Game time.
Hello and welcome everybody as we are live on Z92 and Boomer TV, day 2 of the Class 4A Area 1 Regionals at Cushing as the Woodward girls survived day 1. Vanquishing the homestanding Lady Tigers. The boys, unfortunately, did come up a little short last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, against the Tigers. But the girls back here tonight to take on the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Winner moves on to the Consolation Championship game with a chance tomorrow to get themselves to area. Dakota Wagner joining me tonight, as usual. And Dakota, for the Woodward girls, put the focus on them. Did a lot of good things in that Cushing game yesterday. We're up 27-11 in the end of the first half. Cushing, though, did not go without a fight. We kind of talked about it throughout the broadcast. Despite the record of the Lady Tigers, you knew on their home court, second time seeing Woodward, they weren't going to go quietly, and they really made that a game late. But Woodward able to close it down, get the plays needed to win, and pull through.
And it was just a tough game for the Boomers there in the second half. It just seems like the shots really weren't falling. Defense, kind of lightened up a little bit, and I think that's because we were kind of exhausted due to, the limit number of our bench now going into the postseason. But you were able to scrap out a win against Cushing at home, or not at home, but at Cushing's home. Yeah. And so, you set yourself up here for day 2, and you're taking on in my eyes, a little bit more of a challenging opponent than last time.
Yeah, we'll get to the Skiatook Bulldogs in just a second, but highlighting that game yesterday for the Boomers, leading the way, the 2 seniors, the best friends, Jocelyn Treese, Riley Moore, with 13 and 12 respectively. So they were 25 of the 41 for Woodward. Then he got 9 from Alexi Mendel, and so they combined for the bulk of the points, kind of the 3 that you would think in a situation like that would step up. They did, got it done, and that being said, tonight, as you mentioned, the challenge maybe increased a little bit. This is a Skiatook squad that is playing some really good basketball, 17-8 on the season, or the Lady Bulldogs. They, last night, in the top side of the bracket, the winner side lost to second-ranked Lincoln Christian, 69-26. But before that, in districts, had won a close one over Ugaltalala, 45-43. And last season, this team had made the regionals, but fell to Locust Grove in day 2. They ultimately finished at just 8-18. It was head coach Patrick Deenan's first season leading the squad. And, not a unfamiliar face, I should say, to Skiatook, but took over the squad last year to be able to step up and lead them. And for Skiatook, that 17-8 mark is the best they've had in at least a few seasons, Dakota. This is a team that is, playing at one of the highest levels they've seen in the last few years.
And, it's kind of dangerous for a team in the postseason when they're playing their best basketball. Because unfortunately for the Boomers, it just seems like the past couple of games have been just really challenging, trying to find that offensive rhythm, trying to get those shots to go in, and just all around trying to find those working pieces together. But you squeaked out a win yesterday in the postseason after falling to Weatherford. So maybe you have a little bit of a light underneath you and you're trying to fight for that extra win here today?
I think we saw that yesterday. I mean, that first half was a really good half of ball for the Boomers, able to get themselves into a really good spot. In the second half, I think, as you mentioned, the shots just weren't falling. That happens sometimes. We see that happen. They were getting good looks. They were getting opportunities. They were getting to the free throw line. For whatever reason, it just did not fall for them in that second half. But the big deal is for Coach Moore and the crew is that you did finish that game off. You got the win, and you got yourself some momentum, right? You made yourself to day 2 of the regionals, trying to get back to where last year's squad was in the area, and we'll see if the Boomers could go ahead and try to do that again here tonight. Of course, our Road to the Big House coverage still rolling along, also on K101 at the moment in the Class B areas at the Stride Bank Center. A couple good ones on tap as the area championship games coming up tonight in that, and that'll be some good coverage, a couple games there with Kate Kinney. With that said, got about 4 minutes away from getting the national anthem, starting lineups, and opening tip-off here at Cushing. Let's step aside for our first break, come back, break down some of the keys to the game for the Boomers taking on the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Need to pay the babysitter, but don't have enough cash? Use Zelle, located in the Bank 7 mobility app, to send money from your account to someone else's within minutes. With an email address or phone number, you can directly pay anyone you trust. Zelle is fast, safe, and free. Visit bank7.com for more details. Data rates and transfer limits may apply. Member FDIC.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay, smart. Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Giving your child their first phone is an important and often difficult decision. After all, it is a milestone in your child's development. The Phone Ready quiz from the American Academy of Pediatrics can help make this decision easier. Go to healthychildren.org/phone ready quiz to take a short questionnaire that'll help you decide if you and your child are ready, almost ready, or not yet ready for their first phone. Go to healthychildren.org/phone ready quiz today.
Back in Cushing, Z92 Boomer TV, as we are just a few minutes away from the Woodward Brewers taking on the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs, day 2 of the Cushing Regional in Class 4A1. The Boomers, the home standing team tonight, as wear the home whites. Skiatook wearing the road red and black uniforms are the Lady Bulldogs. But Dakota, before we get to the national anthem and starting lineup, looking at this Lady Bulldog team, couple players to highlight. The junior, Allie Franklin, as well as the freshman, Aubrey Franklin, and then you get Riley Hipp, kind of the 3 main starters tonight that if you're the Boomers, you want to be able to shut down. And then potentially off the bench, potentially starting Jada Massey. She had a big district game for the Skiatook team in their win over Ulagatolala, had 15 points of their 45, hit 5 threes in that ball game to send them over the edge. Also got good support from Allie Franklin in that ball game, as well as Riley Hipp. So experience-wise, this team a little more senior-heavy. Got a couple seniors in the starting lineup, and then a few juniors as well that primarily make the bulk of it. The only younger player, if you will, is Aubrey Franklin, the freshman. And let's turn it over for the national anthem.
We take this opportunity to pay tribute to our Stars and Stripes of America with the playing of our national anthem.
And there was the playing of the national anthem live at Cushing as we get ready for the starting lineups. For the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs, mentioned Allie Franklin, the junior, in the starting lineup. Riley Hipp, the senior, in the lineup, as well as Abria Franklin, the freshman, and the senior, Jada Hilton, and as well as Jada Massey getting the nod. So they had started Leanna Dunnigan, the senior, yesterday, but they go with Massey today, getting the start over at Dunnigan, the 5 for Skiatook for the Bulldogs. For the Woodward Boomers, looks to be the same starting lineup we've seen for quite a bit now, with the senior Lily Luckett, the sophomore Lexi Mendel, the senior Riley Moore, the senior Jocelyn Treese, and the freshman Kaylee Mills for the Boomers. So Moore, Treese, Mills, Luckett, and Mendel. For Skiatook, you have Franklin, Hilton, Hipp, and Massey, the starting 5. But Dakota, how do the Boomers try to contain the Skiatook attack?
Definitely going to have to contain the perimeter, as you know, this team, as you mentioned in the pregame, they have a good tendency to shoot that three-point ball. But another thing I'd like to see the Boomers do is, you know, play a full physical 4 quarters and, you know, just try to keep it alive. We struggled yesterday in the second half with a little bit of energy. Let's see if we can conserve a little bit and hopefully have full 4 quarters of energy.
And Skiatook, the road team, going right to left in this first half. The Boomers, the home team, going left to right in the face-off for the tip. Both number 22s, Riley Moore and Riley Hipp for Woodward and Skiatook. 8 minutes on the clock as the officials get set one final time. There's the whistle as we approach for the tip. Ball in the air. Tip is won and controlled by Skiatook to begin things as they take it across the timeline on the right wing. Hipp gets it, attacks into Moore, bounces on the baseline. A little miscommunication as it's out of bounds. Allie Franklin thought it was a tip for somebody else. It rolls past her, and the Boomers force a turnover on the first possession.
See, that's what you like about miscommunication. Get the ball back.
That you do, as the Boomers will have their first possession to begin the ball game. Just underway, 7:51 to go. No score yet as Skiatook with a little 3/4 press, looking to baby trap. Jocelyn Trace takes it, flips it ahead to Kaylee Mills on the left wing. She's double teamed, goes top of the key to Lily Luckett on the right wing. Middle has some space with the dribble. Double team, goes to the baseline to Moore. Moore fighting through a bit of pressure on the block. Kicking out to Mills. That's loose. Stolen away, picked up by Hipp for Skiatook as they push ahead. Hands off. And a dribble drive up off the glass. That's Massey with the take. That would be Hilton with the take and the score, the first of the ball game. So Skiatook with the 2-0 lead. 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Boomers back that way as Mills gets open out of the press. She answers with a layup from the left side.
Good aggression there by Kaylee Mills, the freshman.
The go ball movement by the other Boomers to break that press. So 2-all, 7 minutes to go first quarter. Skiatook back with the possession, dealing with the Boomer press as Hilton gets it across the timeline, flips that to Massey, left wing, stops, pops for the 3. That's off the back iron. Rebound, though, collected by Allie Franklin as she backs out, top the key, sends it to Hipp, just past the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, that rattles out. Rebound scooped up by Mills as the Boomers race back ahead. Flip to Mendel on the right wing, bouncing it down to Moore, pass batted, and then Hipp throw it off Riley Moore. No, say Riley Hipp. Last to touch, Boomers keep the possession. 6:36 to go first quarter, tied at 2. As the Boomers blow the right block, Luckett, the trigger person, zips it in to Moore on the cut, and it just rims out off the glass, off the rim. Great look for Riley Moore, didn't fall. Skiatook with the rebound. As they pushed ahead in the right corner, Massey flips it back, and they work it top the key to Hipp. Goes back in the corner. Massey launches for 3, off the glass, off the rim. Rebound tracked down by Lexi Mendel, and the Boomers get another stop. Coach Moore directing traffic as Mendel flips ahead to Treese on the right wing. Man defense, well, now I say that, 3-2 zone for Skiatook to start this. Left side, Luckett dumps in the paint to Mills, kicks out in the corner. Mendel takes the dribble, gets into the paint, drives, puts up the runner. That's off the right side of the rim. Rebound poked out and taken by Hilton as Skiatook comes up with another stop. 5:50 to go first quarter, still tied at 2. Lady Bulldogs with on the right side as Hilton guarded tightly by Mendel. Goes top the key to Hipp, back out to Massey behind her. They swing around the perimeter again to Allie Franklin. She finds it, picked up by Moore at the top, has the dribble, attacks into the paint, dumps it down on the double team. Last touch by Kaylee Mills, who had a finger on it but couldn't haul it in. Pass intended for Aubrey Franklin, the freshman.
Getting those hands in the passing lanes for the Boomers early on here in the first quarter. That's what I'd like to see.
5:32 to go in the first quarter. Still tied at 2. Skiatook with possession beneath the right block on the inbound out to Massey. Another 3 launch. That's high off the rim. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Aubrey Franklin. Dumps it to Hip on the right block. Puts it off the glass and in. Riley Hip with 2 as it makes it 4-2. Skiatook on top. Boomers back with it as Mills top the key, left wing to Luckett, in the corner to Treese. Treese through the double team on the dribble, picks it up, needs some help, finds Riley Moore on the left block, powers it up on the shot, low contact, no call, rebound loose. Moore gets it back and pokes it back up and draws the foul shot off. But Riley Moore to the line for the Boomers with 5:02 remaining first quarter as they trail 4-2, looking to tie it up.
Good awareness there by Riley Moore, knowing where the ball was coming down and then able to get that rebound, put it back up, and somehow draw the contact.
Aubrey Franklin charged with the first foul of the ball game for either team. Skiatook's first of the quarter. Moore at the line for 2 free throws for the Boomers as they trail 4-2. First free throw catches the left side of the rim, goes off the glass and out the right. So it remains 2-point ball game. As the second free throw coming. Moore collects a couple dribbles, dips and shoots. High arc falls in. Moore splits the pair. 4-3. Boomers trail by 1 with 5:02 to go first quarter. Presses on as Skiatook trying to break it ahead. Get it to Hilton near the timeline, but she flips it back to Hip. Picked up by Mendel, has picked up the dribble in the backcourt, but floats it ahead to Hilton. Drives into the paint. A runner off the glass, sticks. Hilton with a tough look. Her first basket, or second, excuse me, makes it 6-3, the Boomers trail, as Lexi Mendel has it on the left wing. Picked up by Massey. Dumps it into the paint to Moore. Pass too high, though, out of bounds. Back to Skiatook. Lady Bulldogs have the 6-3 lead. 4:33 remaining first quarter. As they'll take it back, Riley Hip triggers beneath the right block. Throws it to Massey, back to Hip. Works it far side to Franklin, Allie Franklin. Boomers back off the press bid as Franklin has it on the right wing. Goes top the key to Hip. The swing it left side to Massey. In the corner to Aubrey Franklin. Back over to Massey. Trying to break down this Boomer pressure is Skiatook with the 6-3 lead. 4:10 to go first quarter. Left side taking it, Hilton. Pumps the 3, drives to the left elbow, kicks out to Hip on the right wing. Free throw line to Aubrey Franklin. Her pass batted, stolen by Riley Moore as intended for Hip. And the Boomers take it back. Looking to cut it to 1 or tie with 4 minutes remaining first quarter. Left side, Middle takes the pass, sees the double team, gets the free throw line to Moore. Open for the jumper. It's off the back iron. Too strong. Rebound fought for, and a jump ball force between Riley Moore and Allie Franklin. Possession arrow keeps it with Woodward as they trail 6-3, 3:49 to go first quarter. Couple substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs as jumping into the ball game. Kaylee Johansson, excuse me. Jocelyn Treese on the inbound, finds Lexi Middle, coming across the baseline for the easy deuce. Good look, kind of a no-look pass from Jocelyn Treese.
That it was.
So 6-5, Boomers trail by 1, 3:35 to go first quarter. Skiatook the other way on the right side. Dumping into the paint, passes wild, it's loose. Boomers just let it roll out of bounds. Last touch by Skiatook. They broke the press initially, but couldn't complete the play. So Woodward takes it back, 3:33 left first quarter. They trail 6-5. Skiatook rolls into this one at 17-8 on the season. Took some lumps last night against the number 2 team in the state against Lincoln Christian. Boomers though trying to continue that momentum from yesterday. Jocelyn Treese across the timeline, working left to right. Goes on the left wing to Luckett with the dribble. Walks back over to the right side to Treese. In the corner middle, dumps it free throw line to Moore. Guarded tightly by 2 Lady Bulldogs. Flips out to Luckett in the corner. Can't handle the pass. It's out of bounds. Back to Skiatook. 3:13 to go first quarter. Lady Bulldogs with the 6-5 lead over the Boomers. As they take the inbounds on the far side. Again, breaking the Boomer press is Hilton as she drives into the right block. Kicks out behind her. Allie Franklin launches the right wing 3 and nailed it. Allie Franklin, her first basket, and she drilled it.
That's her spot right there.
9-5, Skiatook on top. 2:50 to go first quarter. Boomers with possession. Left wing, Luckett takes the pass from Moore. Goes top of the key to Mendel. Guarded tightly. Out by Hilton. Mendel with the dribble to the right wing. Gets cut off, finds Treese near the corner. Goes right baseline to Moore. Drives, attacks, and got fouled on the way up. 3 Bulldogs around her. And Riley Moore heads to the free throw line for the Boomers as they trail 9-5 with 2:36 remaining first quarter. That's the second foul that Moore's drawn on the drive in this quarter. The first charge to Riley Hip. Second team foul for Skiatook.
Last time Moore split the pair. Let's see what she can do this time.
Dips and shoots the first free throw, and that one just rolls out. It was halfway in and just lipped out. So it remains 9-5. Boomers trail with 2:36 in the first quarter. Jada Massey checks back in after a short break as Leanna Dunnigan had checked in. Second free throw from Moore splashes home, so she splits the pair again, makes it 9-6. Woodward trails as Skiatook takes it back with 2:30 remaining first quarter. Hip in the backcourt, gets across the timeline, picked up by Riley Moore, races into the paint down the left side of the lane, double teamed and out a whistle and a foul as Kaylee Mills takes Hip to the floor. Coach Moore telling Kaylee, like the aggression, but you can't follow through on the push over there. So that's the first on the Boomers and the first on Mills. 9-6, Skiatook with the lead, 2:33 in the first quarter. They have the possession beneath left block. Hip looking to pass in, counts up to 4. No, they get to 5, and it's a turnover for Skiatook. Well defended on the inbounds by the Boomers. So you get it right back. As Riley Moore inbounds to Jocelyn Treese. Boomers trail 9-6, 2:20 remaining first quarter. Treese pounds the dribble, sends it left side on the wing to Luckett. Guarded by 2 Skiatook defenders as she picks it up top the key, finds Treese beside her. Sips it free throw line to Moore, dumps it down to Mills underneath. Her shot affected by Hip, got a piece of it and got the rebound. Skiatook back the other way with the 9-6 lead. 2 minutes remaining first quarter. Checking up is Franklin on the top of the key, goes right side and then gets it back as they swing it to Hip on the left. Will catch for Skiatook between the keys. Minute 50 to go first quarter. They have the 9-6 lead. Hip attacks down the left side of the lane. Gets cut off by Riley Moore. Has to go back up top to Massey. Guarded by Lily Luckett. Hands off to Hilton. Rolls around a high screen. Bounces it down underneath. Looking for Johansson. It's stolen away by the Boomers. Treese takes it back. Goes left wing to Mendel. Drives on the baseline. Cut off. A couple Skiatook defenders on her. Her pass intended for Treese. Picked off by Hilton. They race down the right side for the scoop layup. Too hard off the glass, but rebounded by Allie Franklin. Skiatook extends the possession. Hip steps up top the key. They swing it left corner. Open for the 3. Johansson rounds it in. Kaylee Johansson.
They can't work it in the inside. The 3-point shot is their go-to.
So Skiatook opens up a 12-6 lead with 1:04 to go in the quarter. Boomers back the other way as Mendel down on the left block. Shot initially swatted, but Moore gets it underneath and puts it high off the glass and in. So Riley Moore with 4, the Boomer 8 as they trail 12-8. 50 seconds to go first quarter. Skiatook working right to left in this half. Have the possession as it's Hip. Top of key. Picked up by Moore. Holds for now with 40 seconds. Near the Cushing center court. Directs traffic with 35. Still top the key with the dribble. Skiatook with the 12-8 lead. Hip backs off and resets again with 30 seconds on the right wing. Goes to Hilton. Back out to Hip. Cross court, left side in the corner. Looks for Johansson. Pumps, drives at the paint, puts up the runner off the glass, off the rim. Kaylee Mills with the board for the Boomers. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. They trail 12-8. Treese takes the pass ahead down the left side. On the wing, looking for Luckett. Pass batted. Treese gets it back with 10. Double team. Goes free throw line just below it to Moore. Working inside with 5. Puts up the shot off the glass, off the front of the rim. Too strong, and Skiatook with the board. The launch at the buzzer, half court, comes up short. And we end the first quarter with Skiatook holding the 12-8 advantage over the Woodward Boomers. Let's step aside for a break. Come back for the second quarter. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to Cushing as we begin the second quarter between the Woodward Boomers and the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Skiatook on top 12-8 after the first frame. As Skiatook begins with the possession. On the far side, on the inbounds. It's Hip getting it into Hilton, and a foul by the Boomers. Jocelyn Treese, too strong, trying to force Hilton to the far side.
Yep, unfortunate. Just a little too much body into her, and they're going to call a foul.
That's her first of the quarter for the Boomers, just 3 seconds into it, as Skiatook keeps it with the 12-8 lead. Hilton out of the inbounds, draws into the paint, kicks out right side. Allie Franklin, another three. That's too strong, but rebounded underneath by Aubrey Franklin. Her second chance off the mark. The Boomers come away with the board. Lily Luckett scoops it up, feeds to Treese. On the right side, Mendel drives into the paint under the basket, kicks out, and it's stolen away as Massey collected it off the tip pass. Skiatook down the left side. Franklin pulls up for the left wing three in rhythm and nailed it. Allie Franklin with 2 threes in this first half. Skiatook with a 15-8 lead, 7:25 to go in the second quarter. Boomers the other way, left side as Luckett trying to receive the pass for Moore. Pass way too high, it's out of bounds. Back to Skiatook with 7:20 to go in the half.
You know, one thing I noticed, into the first quarter, we've had no substitutions yet for this Boomer squad.
Yeah, starting 5 has stayed out there so far. Nobody in foul trouble there really either. Skiatook the other way as Hilton's pass batted by Mills, but collected back by Hilton. Dumps on the baseline looking for Allie Franklin. That's a miscommunication. Out of bounds. Back to the Boomers. 7:05 remain in the half. Woodward on trailing, 15-8 as they take the ball. Treese pounds the dribble across the timeline on the jog. Picked up near that half court by Hilton. Runs it to double team on the right wing. Needs some help. Finds Mills at the elbow. Dumps it down to Mendel. Cutting backside on the baseline for the deuce. Lexi Mendel off the glass for 2. And the Boomers cut it back to 5. 15-10 they trail. Skiatook with the possession and lead. As top of the key, Hip calls for the high screen. Gets it from Aubrey Franklin. Doesn't use it. Hands off to Allie Franklin, who backs out up top. She receives a high screen on the right wing. Guarded tightly by Mendel. Has to kick it out to Hip. 6:25 to go first half. Skiatook up 15-10 over the Boomers. Looking to add to the 5-point advantage. Hip top key with the dribble. Picked up by Mills. Attacks. Gets to the free throw line. Kicks out left wing. Massey launches. That's off the side of the rim. Rebound though scooped up by Aubrey Franklin underneath. Puts it back up and it rounds home. The freshman with the bucket. And that's her first. As back the other way for the Boomers, trailing 17-10, 5:55 to go first half. Moore takes it at the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, too strong. Underneath, Kaylee Mills gets the second chance and draws the foul. And she goes to the line for 2 shots. 5:53 to go, first half. Second foul charged to the freshman, Aubrey Franklin. First free throw for Mills at the line for the Boomers, pops out, so they still trail 17-10 as Hip checks out, gives way to Johansson.
This kind of was a story yesterday for the Boomers, really just couldn't get your free throws to fall.
That they could. Second free throw on the way, as that one does fall for Kaylee Mills. Makes it 17-11, the Boomers trail. Back the other way come the Lady Bulldogs. 6-point advantage. 5:45 remaining in the half. Top the key, Hip. Picked up by Treese. And poked at, Treese fouled.
That's going to be
her second.
Yep.
And that's the second of the quarter for the Boomers as well. So Skiatook keeps the possession with the 17-11 lead. 5:38 remained in the half. Near side inbounds, Allie Franklin. Looking to pass it in. Throws it to Hip. Back to Franklin. And they work it top of the key to Hilton, picked up by Treese. On the right wing, hands off to Hip, turns, drives into the paint, kicks out to Allie Franklin. She attacks, kicks it out. Top of the key, Hilton launches the 3, that rims out. Rebound scooped up by Kaylee Mills. As the Boomers push ahead, Luckett takes it, finds Treese. 5:15 remaining first half. Boomers trail 17-11. Luckett takes the left wing, tacks to the paint, gets up and under for Lib. It's a bit too strong. Mills with the second chance. That just falls out. And Lexi Mendel, the third opportunity, fouled hard underneath. And she heads to the free throw line for Woodward, trying to cut in to the 17-11 deficit. 5:09 remaining in the half.
I believe they're going to get Aubrey Franklin on the foul.
They wound up getting Leanna Dunnigan. Senior. First free throw for Mendel at the line, rattles in. She's got 5 of the Boomer 12 as they trail 17-12. Jada Massey checks in, gives way, Hilton checks out for Massey on the Skiatook side. Second free throw for Mendel as she collects the ball, a couple dribbles, dips and shoots. That one rambles around, rattles out as it catches the left side of the rim. So 1 of 2 for Mendel at the line. 17-12. Skiatook with the lead and possession as they break the Boomer press out of the miss. Dunnigan left side. They work it on the right wing. To Massey, top of the key. 3 launch, and that splashes home for Kaylee Johansson. She hits another. And that's her first. I thought it was her other one. Maybe not. 20-12. Skiatook on top of the Boomers. 4:40 remaining in the half. Right side. Treese goes top of the key to Luckett. Left wing to Mendel in the corner. Moore open. Launches the 3. That's off the back iron. Rebound fought for and a foul underneath. A loose ball on Woodward. 4:28 remaining in the half. And they get Kaylee Mills, the freshman, for her second. So Skiatook takes it back with the 20-12 lead. 4:25 remaining in the half. In the backcourt, Allie Franklin, double team. They work it ahead. Find Massey on the far right side. Back to Franklin on the left wing. Thinks about the shot. Instead, goes cross-court right side to Massey. Picked up by Treese. Behind the back dribble. Angles it back out. Gives it to Hip. 4:10 to go in the first half. Skiatook with the 20-12 lead. Free throw line. Flip to Johansson, left wing. Allie Franklin launches. That's way strong. Rebound on the backside. Collected by Skiatook and launch it for another 3 is Massey. That's wild off the glass. Scooped up by Lily Luckett. The Boomers take it back, trailing 20-12. Flipped ahead to Mendel on the right side. In the corner to Mills. Dumps it on the elbow to Treese. Drives into the paint. Pulls up for the tough leaner and got it to fall. Jocelyn Treese with her first basket of the game. Put the Boomers down by 6, 20-14. 3:35 to go in the half. Skiatook breaking the press the other way. Pass batted. Dunnigan tried to get it across. The Boomers save it and it's flipped ahead to Treese. 2-on-3 the other way. Treese doesn't have the numbers and smartly checks it up as she finds Mendel. 3:25 to go in the first half on the right wing. Boomers trail 20-14. Sends it left side to Luckett. Back up to Mendel. Top of the key. Thought about the 3 instead. Flips it over to Luckett in the corner to Moore left side. Back over to Mendel. Top of the key. They leave her open. Let her take the 3. That's high off the side of the rim. Rebound scooped up by Allie Franklin. And Skiatook pushes back ahead. 3 minutes to go in the half. They lead 20-14. Top of the key. Hip sends it left side to Johansson. Trying to dump it on the right block to Duncan. Working around free throw line. Now top of the key to Hip. 2:50 to go in the half. Hip attacking. Gets down the left side of the paint. Kicks it out. Top of the key. Launching. Johansson. Again, no. It got swatted. Drives in for the floater. That's swatted as well. The Boomers with 2 blocks. And they come up with it as Treese takes the head to Mendel on the right side. And the corner to Luckett. Sees the double team on the baseline. Gets out to Mendel. Goes left wing. Treese open for the 3. Catches, shoot, and splashes it home. Jocelyn Treese with the big 3. And the Boomers trail by 3. 20-17. 2:20 in the first half remaining. Skiatook back the other way. Breaking the press ahead. And he whistles on a timeout taken by Coach Patrick Denon as he wants to talk about with his Lady Bulldogs. 2:16 to go in the half. Skiatook on top 20-17 over the Boomers. Let's step aside with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
We need each other because every someone needs someone else.
We need each other because when we work together, we can do so much more.
We connect more children with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And that's what Child Fund is all about.
Because when you make someone's world better, you make everyone's world better.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
Learn more at childfund.org. That's
back on Z92 Boomer TV as Woodward has cut the deficit to 3. They trail 20-17 after a big three-pointer from Jocelyn Treese out of the timeout. Skiatook has the possession on the far side near the timeline as Jada Massey inbounds for the Lady Bulldogs, waiting on the official to give her the ball. Had a bit of a wet spot right in front of the Boomer bench. They had to clean up during that timeout. Still clean up just a little bit.
You know, credit to the Boomers knocking this one within 3 points and still not have a substitution in this ball game.
Yeah, starting 5 of Mills, Mendel, Treese, Moore, Luckett, all playing their hearts out right now, trying to take down the Lady Bulldogs, who lead 2017. They've got the possession as Hip has stepped in to actually inbound it, gets it to Hilton on the high right wing, picked up by Treese, backs off over a sizable amount, more so to the three-point line, excuse me, as they work it to Hip on the left side, top the key, gives it to Hilton. 2 minutes to go in the half. Skiatook with the 2017 lead. Hip attacks down to the left block, cut off, kicks out. They work it top the key to Hilton yet again. With the dribble, hands off to Hip, rolls around the top, gets below the free throw line, kicks out to Hilton, angles into the paint, dumps it down to Hip, one power dribble, turns, puts it up, it rolls around and falls in. It's an and one for Riley Hip. She's got 4 points. And Skiatook now back on top by 5, 22-17. Minute 41 to go in the first half. The foul charged to Riley Moore, her fourth of the quarter for the Boomers. As Hip at the line for the and one. Has 4 points. This is the senior thus far. Free throw up, and that rims out to the left side. Rebound scooped up by Kaylee Mills, and the Boomers push back, trailing 22-17. Working left to right, Lexi Mendel across the scorer's table. Goes right corner, Treese takes it, finds herself open, launches the three. It's off the left side of the rim high, but Mills scoops it up underneath and puts it back in. Second chance for Kaylee Mills. She makes the most of it. 5 points for her thus far. And the Boomers trail 22-19. Presses on as Skiatook breaks it ahead. Johansson kicks over on the right side. They work it out to Massey. Top the key to Hip. Picked up by Treese. Left wing, Allie Franklin launches another three. That banks home. Third three of the half for Allie Franklin. And Skiatook with the 25-19 lead. Franklin with 9 points. Minute to go in the first half. Top key, Mendel with it for the Boomers. Goes left side to Treese on the baseline to Mills. Nice feed down to Moore for the shot off the glass from the left side. Good ball movement by the Boomers. Riley Moore with 6 points. They trail 25-21, staying with the Lady Bulldogs. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Skiatook trying to work across the timeline. Pass batted out of bounds by Riley Moore. Lady Bulldogs keep possession on the near side.
I'm liking the fight that the Boomers are bringing right now.
Doing a heck of a job. It's a really good Skiatook team, as we see Riley Moore check out for the first time and give way to Michelle Barr. Moore catching a breather. 43 seconds remain in the half. Skiatook has the 25-21 lead and possession. Hilton top the key, picked up by Treese, backs it out near the circle. Gets the high screen from Audrey Franklin. Trying to go left wing, cut off. Ibarra all over, and then on the baseline dumps down to Allie Franklin. Her pass batted, lose the handle, but collects it, sends it out to Hilton with 25 seconds to go in the half on the right wing. Hilton with the slow dribble, top the key, waiting for the screen from Audrey Franklin. Gets it, she rolls off of it, pass inside, batted by Ibarra, stolen by Mills with 14 seconds. Boomers trail 25-21 back the other way. Mendel walks across with 10 in the half. In the right corner, Treese open, takes the three, short arms it, but the rebound down to Mills, puts it back up for the second chance and draws the foul with 3.6 seconds remaining in the first half. And Kaylee Mills to the free throw line as the Boomers trail 25-21, trying to cut the 4-point gap. And the third foul charge to the freshman, Audrey Franklin, excuse me. Mills at the free throw line with 5 points of the 21 for the Boomers. Collects, dips, shoots the first free throw and it splashes home. Woodward trails 25-22. Another made free throw, cut to a 2-point deficit. As Franklin checks out, gives way for the first time today to Kenna Carey, the junior. Franklin with her 3 fouls, doesn't want to pick up another one. Second free throw upcoming for Mills as she gets the ball. Spins it, couple dribbles, dips and shoots. That one off the front of the rim. Rebound scooped up by Massey for Skiatook, and she just dribbles it out to end the half. And Skiatook takes a 25-22 lead over the Boomers into the locker room. Let's step aside, come back for the halftime show. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Are you looking for an easy payment solution for your business? With Bank 7's Business Online Banking, they provide a comprehensive and integrated approach to cash management across your devices. You can approve ACH and wire transfers as well as bill payments, all from your mobile phone. So whether you're at the office, the airport, or anywhere in between, they give you powerful, convenient, and secure tools to run your business from anywhere. For more info, call Bank 7 at 580-254-0100 and speak with a business banker today. Mobile data rates may apply. Member FDIC.
Are you searching for that perfect special attire? Look no further. The Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories at 808 Main Street in Woodward. Top Cat has a beautiful line of bridal, special occasion, and prom dresses to choose from. With no two dresses alike, you'll always get that special look. They guarantee the perfect fit for tuxedos at no extra cost and carry menswear for all your needs. Visit TopCatFormal.com or call 580-256-2888 to book your appointment now. Store hours are 10 a.m. through 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and by appointment only on Saturday. Top Cat also offers layaway. Let Top Cat help you shine on your special day.
The Age of Reason took place over 200 years ago. It was a time of amazing scientific and philosophical progress all over the world. Truth, reason, and tolerance thrived and even shaped the Constitution of the United States of America, the foundation of our democracy. But now those building blocks of America, of democracy, are under attack. In just 2 decades, big tech social media billionaires have allowed their platforms to roll back truth, facts, and tolerance, and fill the screens in our homes and in our pockets with lies and hate. Online disinformation and hate affect everything, everyone, everywhere. It splits us apart, hurts our children, polarizes our societies, and is literally leading to violence and terror in our communities. Lies and hate everywhere are a threat to all people, anywhere. Be a part of the change. Help defend the future of our democracy. Go to counterhate.com to learn more.
Back on Z92, Boomer TV, the Wagner Tyler Riggs at the half. Woodward on top. Trailing Skiatook 25-22, just trailing by 3 at the break. Let's look at the halftime stats for both squads. For Skiatook, Allie Franklin, the junior, having a big start to the day. She's got 3 threes in that first half for a total of 9 points. The leading all scorers at the moment. And you've got Jaden Hilton with 4, as well as Riley Hipp and 3 for Kaylee Johansson for the Lady Bulldogs. On the Boomers side, 6 apiece from Riley Moore and Kaylee Mills. Also 5 apiece from Lexi Mendel and Jocelyn Treese. That has been the scores for the Boomers, just 4, but they've all spread it pretty equal. And Dakota Woodward really doing a good job sticking in this ball game. Skiatook's trying to throw a lot at them, and the Boomers are hanging tough.
That they are. You know, at one point it was 12-6, and then it was 17-10. Boomers somehow found a couple of, good offensive possessions, was able to hit a 3-point shot there by Jocelyn Treese, and then were able to work the ball inside the paint, put up some tough shots, but yet the only thing that they haven't been able to do is make both free throws. It's just every other one they're making.
And sometimes it's like that. Saw that a little bit yesterday. Looking at the quarter scoring, though, to your point, Skiatook won the first quarter 12-8, and then it kind of extended that lead. You mentioned the 17-10 at one point, but the Boomers ultimately come back, win the second quarter 14-13, and that's how we get to the 25-22 advantage for Skiatook in this first half. Boomers have also been rebounding underneath pretty well today, as opposed to yesterday with Cushing. Cushing, the one thing they do have a little bit of some of that size down low with some of their bigs. Skiatook not quite as big underneath. They've got the guard play, Dakota, but it looks like the Boomers in this matchup right now controlling the glass.
That they are, really just working it inside. Skiatook has been able to, get some of those passes in the first quarter, but I think we cleaned our passing up a little bit, and we're able to get some clean ones down to Riley Moore inside the paint for her to get some shots up. But they're really getting us on those 3-point shots, and then they're getting their rebounds off of that, the offensive rebound, and then getting those second chance points to Skiatook, which is kind of keeping them in this ballgame, in my opinion. But it's going to be interesting to see what the second half adjustments the Boomers are going to have. They're only down by 3.
Absolutely, and we do know from earlier in the ball game, the 1 o'clock game was Weatherford, the girls, the Lady Eagles against Ulaga-Talala. The winner of that game clinched their spot in the regional consolation championship game tomorrow. That would be at 1 o'clock, and that's where the Boomers would play should they win this one. And the winner of that game earlier, Weatherford over Oologah, 71-37. The Lady Eagles got it done. They get into the Consolation Championship tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And again, the winner of this game between Skiatook and Woodward advances on to play those Lady Eagles of Weatherford tomorrow. And do want to mention, of course, the Road to the Big House coverage not only here tonight, but over on K101 from the Enid area, the Stride Bank Center in Class B action. The game going on at 6 o'clock. Frontier and Lomega girls going at it for the area championship. The winner of that punches their ticket to state tonight. The loser plays in the Consolation Championship tomorrow night. Coming up on the boys' side from Enid is Lady taking on Frontier. That ought to be a good one. Both of those games on K101 tonight. And a score update is Lomega currently controlling big time over Frontier, 39-21 in the second quarter. Also got some Class A to watch that we'll have here in a minute. Talk about some of those scores with Sealing. The girls taking on Oklahoma Bible Academy, and the boys following that taking on Okarche. And the Sealing girls, I don't think to any surprise, rolling right now over Oklahoma Bible, 45-23, and or excuse me, 48-23. That's at the half. Oklahoma Bible Academy, good squad, but Dakota, boy, that Sealing group pushing for 3 straight on the girls' side. They have been laser focused.
That they have, and man, that team, the Sealing girls, they know how to play basketball, know how to get underneath your skin, press you early, and get a good lead, and not look back.
That they do. Well, we got a few minutes before we get underway in the second half here at Cushing between the Woodward Boomers and the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Skiatook with the 25-22 advantage at the break. Let's step aside, come back, get those keys to the second half, and get it underway as you're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward. People investing in people. That's what they're all about at Great Plains Bank, because life isn't a transaction, it's a journey, and on that journey, we're greater together. Great Plains Bank has locations in your local area because they're here to serve you. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What would it take for you to bring your whole self to work? At Oklahoma Human Services, your whole self can help a whole lot of people. Visit okdhs.org/careers to learn more.
Sponsored by Oklahoma Human Services.
Providing health care to people who need it most. That's the simple but powerful purpose behind Doctors Without Borders. We treat wounded people in war zones, care for malnourished children, and provide safe reproductive health care. We're on the ground in emergencies, from Ukraine to Afghanistan. We put patients first, and we go where we're needed most. Because at Doctors Without Borders, we believe people deserve to be treated with compassion and dignity. We treat our patients completely free of charge and without regard to race, religion, or politics. Doctors Without Borders has provided free, life-saving medical care for over 50 years. And thanks to the 6 million people around the world who support our work, Doctors Without Borders will continue to put our patients first.
Cushing, as we've got just about a minute before we get the second half underway between the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs and the Woodward Boomers. Woodward trailing 25-22. Dakota, what do they got to do to just close that little gap, that one possession gap, and find their way into victory here in the second half?
Just keep taking those shots, whether it be the three-point shot or, working it inside. Boomers, I think they're a little hesitant taking those three-point shots because, they don't want to fall too far behind in the game. But sometimes, you're going to have to fire them and, just take some more shots, in my opinion, because right now you just doing a little too much passing inside and working it around.
Well, and some of those three-pointers got to present themselves as well, but could be a difference game. I also mentioned Allie Franklin for Skiatook leading all scorers with 9 points, all from behind the line. As the Boomers work right to left in this half, Skiatook goes left to right, and Woodward begins with the ball to start the second half as Lily Luckett, far side, sends it in to Jocelyn Treese. We're underway. As left elbow, Mills takes the pass, dumps down to Mendel, who cut into the basket, facing defense. Picked up, though, by Mills. The shot just rims out. Riley Moore underneath, trying to go for the third opportunity. Draws the foul. I think they say that's on the floor, so no free throws for Moore. As the foul charged to Riley Hipp, her second, first of the second half for either squad. 7:48 to go in the third quarter. Skiatook on top, 25-22. And a substitution as Kenna Carey checks in for Allie Franklin. As beneath the right block, Lily Luckett passing in for the Boomers, counts up to 3, goes top the key to Mendel. Goes right wing, back to Luckett, open to the corner, takes the 3, that's too strong. Rebound picked up on the backside by Kaylee Johansson. Feeds ahead to Hilton, who walks up the court, pounds the dribble. Skiatook with the 25-22 lead and the possession, 7:30 remaining third quarter. On the left wing, Hipp works around on the right side to Hilton, dumps inside to Hipp, cut into the paint. Guard Tyler by Luckett, puts up the shot. It's off the mark. Good defense from Luckett. Rebound scooped up by Riley Moore. Pushing ahead is Treese on the left side to Middle, down inside to Mills, draws the foul. Quick passing for the Boomers to begin the second half as Mills to the free throw line, 2 shots.
They're on that contact.
And they get Kaylee Johansson her first and team second. As Mills at the line with a few points, has 6 thus far in the first or in the game, and then make it 7 on the made free throw. And the Boomers trail it 25-23. Mills with the second chance. Free throw on the way. That one splashes as well. She makes both. And the Boomers trail by 1, 25-24. 7:15 to go, third quarter. But Skiatook back with the possession, working left to right in this half. As Hilton across the timeline, top the key. Pounds the dribble, picked up by Treese. Runs over right side, hands off to Hipp. Boomer switch as Treese picks up Hipp off the handoff. She gets the high screen, can't use it. Rolls it back to Hilton, top the key. Tacks in the right elbow. Spins up and under on Riley Moore. Puts up the shot. Too strong. Rebound tipped back to Hilton. And Skiatook extends the possession. 6:45 to go third quarter. They lead 25-24. Left side Hipp. Sends it right side to Johansson. Drives into the paint. The runner, well strong, off the glass, off the rim. Scooped up by Jocelyn Treese. And she flips ahead to Mendel down the left side. In the corner to Luckett. Back to Mendel. High left wing. Nobody comes to pick her up. Thinks about the 3. Sends it to Luckett. Dumps inside to Kaylee Mills, who's wide open underneath. They lost her. And Kaylee Mills with 10 points. The Boomers take their first lead, 26-25. With 6:15 to go third quarter. Hipp the other way. Attacks into the paint. Flips up the shot. It's well off, but she was fouled hard. And heads to the free throw line. See who they get for the Boomers. Might be Riley Moore. And that is the case. No, they get Kaylee Mills. Excuse me. That's her third, so that's a big one. First of the quarter for Woodward.
Mills has really been helping us rebound underneath and get those extra chances.
That's why she got 10 points. But Hipp at the line for Skiatook. Looking to tie on the first free throw. It does. And we're all squared up 26 with 6:15 to go in the half as Michelle Barra checks in for Mills, who has the 3 fouls. So Skiatook can retake the lead on the made free throw. That's Hipp with 5 points, looking for 6, and that splashes as well. So Skiatook retakes the lead, 27-26. 6:10 to go in the third quarter as the Boomers take it back the other way. And the right side Middle takes the pass. In the corner, bounces at baseline to Barra, gets almost pushed out of bounds, works it to Luckett. Left wing, open, Treese takes the 3, splashes at home. Jocelyn Treese with 8, and the Boomers up by 2, 29-27. 5:55 to go, third quarter. Skiatook back the other way. Hipp, top of the key. Drives left elbow. Flips it behind her to Massey. Finds Hilton. Runs it over to Allie Franklin on the right wing. Picked up by Treese. Looking to pass. Picked up her dribble. Needs help. Hands off to Hilton, who came to her. Drives below the right elbow. Her pass in the corner. Batted. Stolen by Mendel. Boomers push ahead with the 2-on-1. Mendel down the left side. Poked at it. It's loose. Collects it back. Gives it to Treese in the left corner. Treese dribbles it up top the key, resets the offense, goes back to Mendel, left corner open. They left her for the 3, and it pops out. It's halfway in and round out, but the rebound poked out of bounds by Hipp and the Boomers keep possession. 5:21 to go third quarter. They lead 29-27. Skiatook starting to feel it. As the Boomers right now getting the advantage in the third quarter, 7-2. Beneath the right block, Treese looks to inbounds. Counts up to 3. It's up to 4. Finally dumps it into Luckett, top of the key. Right corner, back to Treese. Launches 3, hand to the face. It runs out. Rebound though by Moore underneath. Pokes it off the glass and in. Riley Moore with 8. The Boomers lead 31-27. 5:09 to go third quarter, and a timeout taken by Skiatook. They want to talk this over. We'll step aside with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
A fraction of a raindrop, 3 grains of salt. At up to 100 times more potent than morphine, the tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose. Fentanyl can be mixed into heroin, cocaine, pressed pills, meth, and other drugs. It could be in your drugs, and you wouldn't be able to see it, taste it, or smell it. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Back at Cushing, the Boomers on the high side, 31-27 over the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. 5:09 to go in the third quarter. Woodward right now out-rebounding Skiatook as Kaylee Mills, Riley Moore getting it done underneath. Treese hit a 3 as well in this quarter. Moore with 8, Treese with 8, Mills with 10 for the Boomers. Out of the timeout, Skiatook with the possession. Far side, Allie Franklin on the inbound, sends it to Carey, who goes back to Franklin at the timeline, top of the key. Hands off to Hip. Attacks to the free throw line, spins into the paint, up and under. Moore flips it up. She fell forward, and it's off the mark. Rebound taken by Treese. Pushes right to left for the Boomers in left corner. Luckett finds herself open, tees up the 3. That just rattles out. It was halfway in, and the rebound fought from underneath. Jump ball for his possession arrow. Gives it to Skiatook. Oh, tough break for Lily Luckett. That was halfway in, and it just slipped out. The Boomers, though, still have the 31-27 lead. Skiatook coming back the other way, looking for an answer. Lady Bulldogs with it, left wing, goes top the key to Hip. Moore picking her up, but not out on her, as Hip sends it right side to Allie Franklin. Looking to pass, finds it back to Hip, top the key. Off-ball movement occurring for Skiatook as Hip tees up the 3, but it's blocked by Riley Moore. Got out and defended it. Skiatook, though, with the board as Carey takes on the left baseline. They go cross-court right side to Massey. Picked up by Mendel. Massey driving, spins to the paint, flips back behind her to Allie Franklin. She attacks on Mendel, gets to the paint, puts up the runner and fouled through traffic. And going to the free throw line, the junior Allie Franklin for Skiatook as they trail 31-27, 4:09 in the third quarter remaining.
And they're going to get the third on Jocelyn Treese.
That's a tough break for her. Second of the quarter for the Boomers. That's Franklin at-line with 9 points, had 3 threes in that first half. First free throw, though, too strong. The Boomers remain ahead by 4, 31-27. We see the freshman, Taylor Floyd, for the first time today as she takes out Luckett. Thought she was taking out Treese, but instead takes out Luckett.
Kind of an interesting call there.
Yeah, trusting the senior to play with those 3 fouls is Coach Moore. Franklin, second free throw on the way for Skiatook. That one halfway in and pops out. Boomers keep the 31-27 lead as Franklin missed both. Floyd handling the possession, top of the key, goes cross-court left side to Mendel and just throws it over her head. It's out of bounds, back to Skiatook. Bit strong from Floyd.
Yeah, unfortunate mistake there, and she'll quickly be sub. Nope, she won't.
Tree steps out now.
Okay.
As Luckett comes back in. So on the near side, Skiatook with the inbounds. This hit throws on the front court to Carey. Carey drives, top the key, kicks out left side to Massey. Cross court right wing to Hip. Pumps, drives into the paint herself, kicks it over on the right block to Aubrey Franklin. Backs it out to Allie Franklin, launches the 3, hand to the face, that's too strong. The rebound taken by Floyd, checks up, sends it ahead to Lexi Mendel. All by herself, racing down the right side, puts up the leaner and defended by Allie Franklin, who forces the miss. Skiatook with the board, they trail 31-27, 3:36 to go third quarter, and a whistle on a foul. Bit of a frustration one there from Mendel, and that's her first, third of the quarter from Boomers. So Lady Bulldogs looking to cut into the 31-27 deficit on the inbounds, far side. Massey takes it, feeds top the key to Hip, guarded by Moore. On the dribble, free throw line, picks it up, hands back to Massey, rolls around the top, gets in the paint, double team. She works it on the right wing. She took a pass from Allie Franklin. They swing it left side to Hip, 3:15 to go. third quarter. Skiatook trailing 31-27. Hip drives to the paint, spins, banks it off the glass, and gets the and one. Tough shot from Riley Hip. She got to go and heads to the free throw line for a bonus free throw. She's got 8, and Skiatook makes it 31-29. They trail by 2. The foul for the Boomers charged to Riley Moore, her second, 4th team foul of the quarter.
And you mentioned it, Tyler, a tough shot there.
That was over 2 Boomer defenders. Hip one dribble, shoots the free throw, and splashes. She's got 9 to match Allie Franklin, and Skiatook trails 31-30 as the Boomers take back the possession. Lexi Mendel across the timeline, left wing to Lily Luckett. Finds the pass, top the key to middle, pumps the 3, steps over, lets Girl Blabar, pulls up for the 3. That's off the front of the iron, off the back of the glass, and off. Rebound fought for underneath, and they get a loose ball foul on Riley Moore.
Wow.
She got knocked to the floor.
She is in disbelief right now.
And Coach Moore's in disbelief because Moore got just knocked to the floor. Okay, they changed it.
Yep.
Okay, they're saying it's 22 Skiatook, so that'd be Riley Hip. It was on a Riley, we just didn't know which one. Third on Hip, third of the quarter for Skiatook. Boomers keep it on the inbounds. Top the key, Luckett takes the inbounds, drives into the paint, and draws the foul on the shot. Shot was wild, but she got whacked across the face, and Lily Luckett hits the line for 2 free throws for the Boomers as they lead 31-30, 2:57 remaining third quarter. So they get the foul on for Skiatook there. That's their 4th of the quarter. And that one charged to Kenna Carey, her first. Luckett at the free throw line, 2 opportunities, splashes the first free throw. That's her first point of the ball game. As Hilton checks in for Hip for Skiatook. Hip with her 3 fouls, sits for a minute. Luckett's second free throw upcoming. Boomers lead 32-30. Luckett pushes to a 3-point advantage. Second free throw rattles out. Rebound fought for, controlled by Skiatook. As the Boomers hold the 32-30 lead. Lady Bulldogs back the other way. Hilton down the left side, guarded tightly by Floyd. The freshman gets over right wing. Allie Franklin launches the 3 and nails it. Her 4th of the ball game. She's got 12, and Skiatook back on the high side, 33-32. The Boomers back with it, 2:35 to go third quarter. Moore gets inside the paint, goes up and under, puts up the shot, and is fouled on the way up. Boomers just attacking into that paint in this half. That's Riley Moore to the line for 2 free throws.
That they are really attacking, been able to draw fouls, and now they're starting to make their free throws.
And that's the second on Kenna Carey, the 5th of the quarter for Skiatook, so the Boomers in the bonus the rest of the quarter. First free throw for Moore, splashes home. She's got 9, and definitely a lot better effort at the line today that the Boomers saw in the second half yesterday. Just could not get them to fall for whatever reason. Had about 4 or 5 that popped out in that second half.
See what happens on this one.
Second free throw for Moore. That one splashes as well. She makes both of the Boomers retake the lead, 34-33, 2:30 remaining third quarter. Skiatook on the inbounds, across the timeline goes Hilton. Checked by Floyd, top the key. Hilton with the dribble goes right side to Franklin. Allie Franklin attacks on Luckett, double team, feeds it back out to Hilton on the wing. Gets into the right block, puts up the awkward leaner. That's off the mark, but tipped out, and the long baseline jumper off the mark as well by Dunnigan, and the Boomers come away with the board. Mendel over to Barra, can't get the shot, but she's fouled underneath on the baseline, trying to just push it up, and Michelle Barra to the line for 2 free throws. The Boomers have the 34-33 lead. And that's Franklin, Allie Franklin, her, oh, excuse me. That is Aubrey Franklin, her 4th. So Michelle Barra at the line for 2 free throws. First one too strong. Boomers still hold the 1-point advantage, 34-33, 2:06, third quarter. Second free throw for Barra, that's off the back iron, catches the front, and falls. Just rolled its way in. That's Michelle Barra's first point of the ball game.
So we'll have a substitution check into the game. Dunnigan, it looks like.
Yeah, Dunnigan subs in Franklin. So 35-33, Woodward on top. The Skiatook with it on the high left wing. Hilton gets a screen, drives to the paint, gets open for the left block, and sends it off the glass and in. Tough take for Jaden Hilton. She's got 6. Tied up at 35. Minute 45 to go third quarter. Boomers with the possession the other way on the right wing. Moore in the corner to Floyd, dumping it down to Barra. Double team, poked at, stolen away by Skiatook. As taking the handoff is Allie Franklin. Pounds it across the timeline, on the jog, top the key, picks up the dribble, sends it on the right wing to Hilton, or excuse me, to Johansson. Checked by Lexi Middle, flips behind her to Hilton. Top of the key, drives into the paint, puts up another awkward layer, well defended. That's walled off glass, picked up by Riley Moore and fouled full court by, looks like Johansson, or by Dunnigan, excuse me. And it is, yeah, Leanna Dunnigan.
So free throws.
And it is free throws for the Boomers, second for Dunnigan. Minute 18 to go, third quarter. That's 2 free throws for the Boomers. Yep, there we go. Now they had him inbound a full court. No, that's not the case. 2 free throws is as the 7th team foul on Skiatook in the court.
No, it says 35-35. Is that correct?
That is correct. 35 all. Riley Moore looking to break the tie. Yet again. It's been tied up a couple times last couple minutes. First free throw for Moore. Splashes home. She's got 11, and the Boomers retake the lead 36-35. Minute 18 to go, third quarter. It's been back and forth. Because now they're checking at the scores table. I've got 36-35 that the score is correct. They're questioning that right now on the board. Not sure what they're looking at now. Not sure what. Oh, okay. They had put 6 fouls on the board, and they corrected it back to 5 because 5 is the bonus, so you don't need to put 6. Kind of an awkward deal, but it works. It is 36-35. Boomers on top by 1 and make it 2 as Riley Moore splashes the second free throw. She's got 12. Boomers lead 37-35. Minute 18 to go, third quarter. Clock ain't moving yet. As Hilton, top of the key, bounces it down in the paint, intended for Johansson, stolen away by the Boomers, and Taylor Floyd racing ahead. On the right wing, sends in the corner to Luckett, sees the double team, dribbles out of it, rolls top of the key, feeds to Taylor Floyd, left wing, in the corner to Mendel, baseline to Ibarra. Up top, but stolen away by Hilton, as Floyd was the intended target, and then she fouls on Hilton on the pickoff. That's her first, but that's 5 on the Boomers in the quarter.
Yeah.
And now Jaden Hilton to the line for Skiatook, looking to tie the ball game up as Woodward leads 37-35 with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I like the defense, but gotta be aware of how much time is left on the clock.
As Hilton, couple dribbles, dips and shoots the first free throw that rallies home. She's got 7. Skiatook trails 37-36. Hilton looking to tie on this free throw. Couple dribbles, a third, dips and shoots. That one off the front of the rim, short. So the Boomers retain the 1-point advantage, 37-36, and get the possession with 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Across the timeline, top of the key, Floyd calls out the offense. Skiatook sticking to the zone. Left wing to Luckett. Has the dribble, rolls to the top of the key, now picks it up, needs help. Finds Floyd on the right wing, 40 seconds. Attacking on the dribble into the right corner, but has to pick it up, cut off by Hilton. Finds Moore beside her with 32 seconds. Left wing to Luckett, in the left corner to Mendel. Double team with 28, cross court right side to Floyd in the corner. Thought about the shot, but didn't collect it cleanly. As she goes top of the key to Luckett with 20 seconds. In the left corner, Mendel. With the dribble, backs out to the top of the key with 17 seconds. Boomers holding the 37-36 lead. Zips into the paint to Luckett, trying to put up the quick shot. It's swatted by Allie Franklin. Skiatook takes it as they race ahead with Hilton. 7 seconds across the timeline. Down to the paint, kicks it out. Long jumper from Dunnigan from the left baseline, and that's off the mark. It's out of bounds, and that's how we end the third quarter as the Boomers lead 37-36 heading into the final frame over Skiatook. We'll step aside with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 KMZE FM Woodward.
Attention Expo Farm Expo exhibitors. Booth space is now available. It's the K101 Z92 Home and Agribusiness Trade Show, and it's coming to the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now in our 40th year, this show features 2 exhibitor buildings, plus outdoor exhibitor space, and will host an extensive variety of agriculture and farm equipment. Also, home improvement ideas, clothing, communication, and entertainment products, ATVs, lawn and garden, new and used automobiles, plus arts and crafts, and great food vendors. Thousands annually rely on Expo Farm Expo to see a wide variety and selection of products and services that only a show of this size can offer. Booth space is now available by calling 580-256-4101. That's 580-256-4101. Don't miss out. Reserve your space today for the Tri-State's largest spring home and farm show and be part of Expo Farm Expo 2024. Coming to the Woodward County Fairgrounds Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's food, folks, and fun with K101.
Starting the fourth quarter at Cushing as Woodward holds the 37-36 lead over the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. The Boomers begin with the ball to start the final frame. Working right to left, Jocelyn Treese, top of the key, swings it to middle on the corner. On the baseline to Moore, back out to Treese straight away, launches the three and run the man, nailed it! Jocelyn Treese with a huge three for Woodward. Puts them on top, 40-36. Pushing that 1-point advantage to a 4-point advantage. Skiatook back the other way, hip in the paint, throws it away, looking on the right wing to Dunnigan. And the Boomers get it right back after the big made three. Put themselves up 40-36, 7:32 to go in the ball game. Woodward trying to pull the upset on the Lady Bulldogs. Top of the key, Treese works in the right wing, guarded tightly by Allie Franklin. Goes up top, pass batted away by Dunnigan, but can't save it before it goes out of bounds. The Boomers retain possession. Oh, tight one there. It's on the far side, Lily Luckett inbounds for the Boomers. They lead 40-36 in this day 2 Cushing Regional, trying to advance on to take on Weatherford in the Consolation Championship. On the inbound, ball tipped but picked up by Riley Moore. Has on the right wing, goes top of the key to Mendel. Mendel with the dribble, searching, goes left side to Luckett. Attacking the baseline, angles out, feeds it to Treese, top of the key. Swings it left side to Mendel in the corner to Moore. Picked up tightly by Johansson. Picks up the dribble, needs help. Counts up to about 3 and a timeout taken by Coach Lacey Moore as felt Riley was in a bit of trouble with 6:56 to go in the ballgame. Boomers lead 40-36. We'll keep it right here on the 32nd timeout. Dakota, been an impressive effort from the Boomers. They kind of, you could tell, shook off that second half from yesterday and said, we're coming out here and playing with everything we got.
Oh yeah, trying to advance, to tomorrow and face another tough squad. But right now, that first quarter that they had, it started a little bit rocky. They've made their way through now here the fourth quarter on top, and they're starting to make their shots.
They are. And, you mentioned the three-point shot at the half, and we've seen a couple of those big shots hit in the second half. Jocelyn Treese, most recent, she's got 11. As Boomers out of the timeout, keep the possession. Far side, Lily Luckett inbounds. Boomers lead 40-36, 6:56 remaining in the ball game. Goes to Jocelyn Treese, top of the key, has the dribble. Works right side, gives it to Luckett near the corner. Guarded tightly, flips back to Moore, top of the key. Exploiting the space on the dribble, kicks out left wing to Treese, drives baseline, double team, back out to Moore, wide open left wing three, that's off the back iron. Rebound fought for, and a loose ball foul, and the Boomers underneath as Luckett slapped at Dunnigan. So Luckett picks up her first of the quarter for the Boomers.
We'll have a substitution, as it looks like.
Massey steps in for Carey for Skiatook. As the Lady Bulldogs take it back, trailing 40-36, 6:30 to go in the ball game. Top of the key, hip gets cut off at the left elbow, kicks it behind her. Driving a handoff to Allie Franklin on the right wing. Back up to hip, picked up by Moore. Gets the free throw line, backs down Moore, double team, kicks out left wing, three all the way. That pops out from Johansson, rebound, fought for underneath, and a foul on the loose ball as Skiatook picks up another full court foul. And that one charged to Hip. And that's big because it is her fourth. So Riley Hip with her fourth foul, first of the quarter for Skiatook. The Boomers take it back with the 40-36 lead, 6:14 to go in the ball game. Treese walks up the court, bit of a dribble, pounds, goes left wing to middle, back to Treese, near the logo. Walks over to the right wing, flips it behind her to Luckett, top the key to Moore, searching for the pass, sends it left side to middle, driving to left baseline, gets cut off, angles it back out, finds herself top the key open, thinks about the three but doesn't take it. Luckett gets left corner, drives to the baseline, and they say an offensive foul on the Boomers as they say Kaylee Mills underneath cleared space. Would have been an easy layup for Lily Luckett, but the offensive foul on Mills essentially boxing somebody out too strong.
That's her fourth foul, but I think Coach Moore right now is going to keep her in the ball game. Nope. Second of the quarter as well for the Boomers as Taylor Floyd steps up. Didn't get checked in yet as the ball is inbounded. 5:45 remaining in the ball game. Woodward leads 40-36, but Skiatook with possession. Top of the key, Hilton walks it over left side, hands off to Franklin. With the dribble, goes right side to Dunnigan, drives into the paint, kicks out left wing to Massey, works it to Hilton, attacks from the wing, back out to Johansson, and they swing it around. As Dunnigan takes it,
and walked it from the left side, and she knew it as soon as she did it. It's a turnover for Skiatook. Boomers still leading 40-36 as they gain back possession. And Taylor Floyd checks in for Kaylee Mills finally after the stopped action. And it's Treese on the inbounds with the dribble. Pounds it as she walks up the court near the timeline. Goes right side to Luckett. High on the wing, back to Treese at the logo. Left side to Mendel. Attacks, top the key, goes right side to Treese. Drives baseline, double team, looking for more. On the left block, loses the handle momentarily, but collects it back to Mendel, down into Luckett for the tough layup. It just rims out. Luckett took some contact, no call. Rebound picked up by Skiatook as Hilton down the right side. Gets at the paint, looking for the layup, and fouled all the way up. Riley Moore a little upset as she thought she was clean, but sends Jaden Hilton to the free throw line for 2 shots as Skiatook trails 40-36. 4:48 remaining in the ball game, and the third foul charged to Riley Moore, her third of the quarter, or Boomer's third of the quarter, I should say. Hilton at the line, 2 shots. First one splashes home. And she's got 8. Skiatook trails 40-37. Second free throw on the way for Hilton. That rounds in as well. She made the pair. 40-38. Boomers lead by 2 as they gain the possession back. 4:45 left. Treese across the timeline. Goes left wing to Mendel. Crossover dribble. Attacks to the free throw line. Gets at the paint. 1-on-1 for the layup. And it's off the side of the backboard. Rebound scooped up by Skiatook. And Mendel tries to poke it out of bounds. And does. Was trying to get it back on the steal from Allie Franklin. But Skiatook keeps the possession. Couple substitutions for Skiatook as well, as Jada Massey checks back into the ballgame, as well as looks like the first time maybe for Riley Gott, the freshman. As Boomers on the inbounds, Skiatook on the inbounds, excuse me. Hilton across the timeline, top of the key, has the dribble. 4:20 remaining in the ball game. Skiatook trails 40-38 to the Boomers. Hilton still with the dribble, checked by Floyd, goes right side in the wing. Launching the threes. Johansson has splashed it home, had a Boomer on her. Didn't matter. Johansson with a tough 3 and back ahead as Skiatook 41-40. Boomers back the other way. Right wing, Treese. They dump it down the board. Gets open underneath for the layup and the answer. 14 points for the senior of the Boomers. Pogo back ahead, 42-41. 3:50 to go. As Skiatook down the right side. Hilton spins, drives to the paint, puts up the leaner, and it's off the glass strong. Rebound collected by Jocelyn Treese. Sees the double team coming to the backcourt, trying to dribble out of it, but it's fouled. And they get hip. If so, that's her that's her 5th, excuse me. She's out.
Nope, they're going to get.
Oh, that's not the case as they get Johansson. So it's second of the quarter for Skiatook. And for Johansson, her second. So the Boomers keep it on the near side, leading 42-41, 3:42 remaining. Trying to punch their ticket to the Consolation Championship tomorrow against Weatherford. Be at 1 o'clock here in Cushing. On the right side, Luckett takes pass. Goes top to key to Mendel. On the dribble. Attacks into the paint. Cut off. Finds more behind her. Sends it back to Mendel left wing. Again, it rolls around the top. Trying to bounce over to Luckett in the corner. Ball's loose. It's on the ground. And 2 Bulldogs fighting for it. It rolls out of bounds. Tough break for Skiatook. A good one for the Boomers as they keep it. Extended possession with 3:23 remaining in the ball game. They lead 42-41. Treese inbounds, top the key, finds Mills. Zips it left corner. Treese launches for the 3, hand to the face. It's too strong, but underneath, Mendel collects the rebound, but a jump ball force between her and a Lady Bulldog. Possession arrow gives it to Skiatook. Taylor Floyd checks in for Kaylee Mills. As Skiatook with the inbounds, Hilton jogs up the court, 3:14 remaining. They trail by 1, 42-41. Top the key, Hilton looking for hip. Can't hand it off to her, has picked up the dribble, now she needs help. Pressure's on, finally hands it off as she finds Johansson on the right wing. Johansson dumps it back to Hilton in the corner. Trying to drive, gets into the paint on Floyd. Works in for the shot, it's off the mark, but fouled all the way up is Jada Hilton. She's been attacking in the second half as well. And Taylor Floyd picks up her second for the Boomers, 4th of the quarter. And Jada Hilton to the line yet again, trying to tie and take the lead for Skiatook as they trail 42-41. Collects for the first free throw, shoots it, that's off the back iron, pops out. So the Boomers will remain with the 1-point lead. 2:53 remaining as Taylor Floyd checks out, gives way to Kaylee Mills quickly. Second free throw upcoming for Hilton. Looking for the ties. The Boomers lead 42-41. Free throw splashes home. And we're all tied up at 42 between the squads. Hilton with 10 points. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Boomers back the other way. On the left wing, Treese goes in the corner to Moore. Moore has a dribble, uses it, attacks baseline, cut off, has to pick it up. Finds middle behind her, poked at, and it's out of bounds as Kenna Carey sends it into the Beamer bench. So the Boomers keep the possession, 2:39 remaining, all tied up at 42. Mendel inbounds in the left corner to Treese. Has the dribble, walks it to the wing, goes right side to Moore. Moore attacks into the paint, gets by a couple defenders, puts up the left-handed layup and in. Riley Moore, the senior, with 16. She doesn't want to go home. 44-42, Boomers on top. Skiatook back the other way as Franklin hands off to Hilton, rolls around the right side, and a push on the Boomers as flying to the floor was Kenna Carey. And that's on Riley Moore, her third, as Kaylee Mills checks out for Taylor Floyd.
Yeah, I call that fourth on Riley Moore.
On Riley Moore, yep, you're right. So Mills out, goes way back to Floyd. It's on the near side, hip, looks to trigger for Skiatook and they're trying to say it's number 5 on Moore. We had her for 4 as well up here, and they had her for 4. 15th foul, and they're correct. That is foul number 5, so it is free throws for Skiatook. As it was Carey who got sent to the floor, she checked out, so she's got to check back in to shoot the free throws. Good catch by the scorer's table. So it's not an inbounds. It is free throws, 2 for Kenna Carey upcoming. As Skiatook trails 44-42, 2:16 remaining in the ballgame. Carey no points thus far today, has a couple of fouls. 2 big ones for Skiatook. A couple dribbles, a third and a fourth. Dips and shoots. First free throw rattles home. 44-43, Woodward leads by 1. Carey looking to tie on the second free throw for Skiatook.
These last 2 minutes are going to get very physical.
It's been that way already. A few dribbles for Carey. Dips and collects, shoots the second free throw. That's too strong off the back iron, but Skiatook with the board underneath as Johansson works out to Franklin for the 3. Too strong from the right wing, and it rolls out of bounds back to the Boomers as they continue to hold the 1-point lead, 44-43. 2:10 remaining in the ball game. As on the near side, near the right corner, it is Luckett inbounding to Treese. Treese picked up by Franklin in the backcourt. Gets a high screen, gets across to the left wing. Still has a dribble, now at the top of the key. Hands off to Mendel, turns, drives into the paint, through some traffic, puts up the layup, fouled. Shots off, but Lexi Mendel just attacking from the top, goes to the line. And that is on Hip, and that would be her 5th if it is. And it is. So Riley Hip out with 9 points tonight and 5 fouls. Let's see who Coach Denon subs in. So he's got to make a decision before these free throws. Taylor Floyd checks in for the Boomers during this time, takes out Caleb Mills. Been a little offense for defense back and forth there. As Coach Denon makes the choice and goes with Leanna Dunnigan. So at the free throw line for the Boomers is Lexi Mendel. 2 opportunities to extend their 44-43 lead. First free throw up, splashes home for Mendel. She's got 6. Second free throw up coming. As the Boomers lead 45-43, minute 57 remaining. Couple dribbles for Mendel, collects, dips and shoots. High free throw, rims out, but rebound collected by Riley Moore. Boomers extend the possession left side. Mendel takes the top key, now backs up, goes right wing to Luckett. Minute 45 remaining. Boomers looking to run some clock in the high wings. Top key, Mendel has it. Checked as she sends it back out right side to Luckett. High on the wing, minute 35 remaining. Boomers lead 45-43, just playing some catch in the high wings. As Mendel sees the double team coming, dribbles out of it. Now picks it up, and a foul on Skiatook with a minute 30 remaining. And they get Johansson for the foul. That's her 3rd and the 4th team foul of the quarter. As Woodward leads 45-43, Taylor Floyd checks out, gives way to Kaylee Mills for the Boomers. Woodward trying to hang on now, got a whistle, and I think a timeout by Coach Moore it is. So minute 30 remaining of the ball game. Boomers on top 45-43 over the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Let's step aside with them one final time. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And back at Cushing as Woodward on top 45-43 over the Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Just a minute 30 remaining. Woodward trying to get into the regional consolation championship game. Gets Weatherford tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Off the inbounds. Bears with possession. Trees top the key. Hands it to middle. Hands back to Moore. And runs 10 seconds off the clock before she's fouled with the minute 19 remaining. And that's number 5 for Skiatook in the quarter. So the Boomers flying for 2 shots. The foul charge to Kenna Carey, her third. Riley Moore, the senior, 16 points on the day. Been huge for the Boomers. Has got it done at the line. 2 free throws here as the Boomers lead 45-43. First one up. That's off the front of the rim, off the back of the iron, and rattles in. Moore with 17. Boomers have the 3-point advantage, 46-43. Second free throw coming for Moore. Couple dribbles. Dips and shoots high, and it rims out. Rebound collected by the freshman, Aubrey Franklin for Skiatook. They trail by 3, 46-43. Top the key, they go right side. Massey launches the 3, it's well off. Rebound collected by Kaylee Mills underneath for the Boomers. Feeds it to Moore. Minute 5 remaining. They got a fouler, and they do. As stepping up to foul was Allie Franklin. It's just her first. As Riley Moore back to the line with a minute 4 remaining. Boomers lead by 3, 46-43. 2 free throws upcoming for the senior at 17 points. And her biggest game so far of the season. Couple dribbles. Dip shoots the first, and that splashes home. 4-point advantage for the Boomers, 47-43. Second free throw coming for Moore. Couple of dribbles, dips and shoots that one. And that splashes as well. 5-point advantage for Woodward. Riley Moore with 19 as they lead 48-43. Minute 4 remaining. Moore checks out, goes away to Taylor Floyd. Moore playing with 4 fouls. Coach Moore wants keeper just in case. On the right side, Hilton dumps down the baseline to Massey. 55 seconds. Top key, Hilton gets the space, drives for the layup, and puts it off the glass. And Jaden Hilton, with her great effort today, has 12. And it's back to a 3-point advantage for the Boomers. 48-45. Skiatook trying to cut into it with 50 seconds remaining.
It's going to be hard for the Lady Bulldogs to overcome this because they're going to have to foul the Boomers and then hope they miss their free throws.
Yeah, the Boomers in the second half today, wow. I mean, what a 180 from yesterday. Could not buy a free throw yesterday down the stretch. Today, they have been rock solid on them. Very few misses. And you're at least getting one of the 2 on most trips. As, of course, the timeout taken by Skiatook to set up the defensive possession. Coach Moore talking over with the girls to set up this offensive possession. Of course, Dakota, in this situation, if you're Woodward, you just got to get it in bounds first and make sure you don't do something silly. Once you get it in, you wait for that foul to come. Don't get yourself trapped in a bad spot.
Yeah, I feel like the Boomers are just going to get the inbound and do what they've done the last 3 possessions, just walk the ball up the court and get fouled.
We want to give you a couple of score updates from the Class A and B areas going on at Woodward and Enid, respectively. In Class A, the Sealing Girls all over Oklahoma Bible Academy on last update in the 4th quarter, 88-55. That's the area championship game in Class A. And on the Class B side, which is on K101 at the moment, Lomega all over Frontier, 72-31. The Lady Raiders looking to punch their ticket to state. That's in the 4th quarter. Off the inbounds, Boomers get it. Treese able to race ahead. 47 seconds on the wing. They still haven't fouled her with 45, and finally fouled by Skiatook as Boomers were able to take 6 seconds off the clock. And that one on Leanna Dunnigan, her third. And Jocelyn Treese to line for 2 free throws, has 11, does the senior. Her and Riley Moore have been fantastic so far in this regionals. The two best friends. Moore had 12 yesterday, Treese with 13. Today, Moore's got 19. Treese now with 12 as she makes the first free throw. Puts the Boomers up 49-45, which is 44 seconds remaining. Second free throw pushed it to a 5-point advantage. Treese takes the dribble. Dips, shoots the second free throw. That one rounds around, hits the glass, and pops out. So 49-45, Boomers up by 4. Skiatook with the board the other way. Allie Franklin, right wing. Top key finds Hilton with 35 seconds. Back to Franklin with 34. Rolls around the top, picks up a dribble. Boomers playing tight defense as Hilton has it. 29 seconds, top the key. Back to Franklin, they can't find a look. Launches the deep right wing three, banks off the glass, off the rim. It's no good. Rebound picked up by the Boomers. Kaylee Mills flips it to Treese. Sees the foul coming with 18 seconds. And Jocelyn Treese to the line has a big opportunity to put Woodward up by a full 2 possessions.
Man, Jocelyn Treese, this is going to sound weird, but looked like a running back out there just dodging defenders.
She did. Second foul charge to Allie Franklin. Treese at the line for the 2 shots. Can put the Boomers up by a full 2 possessions. First free throw pops out. So it remains 49-45 with 18 seconds. Woodward leads by 4. And now a full timeout taken by Coach Drennan of Skiatook and Dakota. If you're Woodward, you know, I say a full 2 possessions. Obviously a 2 or 3 doesn't tie it, but there is that scenario where a 3 can be had, made, and an and 1 foul. So the Boomers here would really love to get the second free, though. If you don't, though, you could still allow a basket, if you will, from Skiatook the other way, as long as you take that time off the clock. Really the big thing for the Boomers here is just, you know, don't give up anything too quick, whether you make or miss this second free throw, correct?
I agree. I think, you know, you just pull your girls back, put them in the backcourt. Yeah. You just kind of wait for them to come to you. If you miss the free throw, that's a big if, because right now the Boomers are on their way to the next day.
They could be. And, folks, this would be a big one. Skiatook 17-8 on the season. One of their best seasons they've had in at least a few years. Have been a really good squad all year. And if the Boomers can pull this off, I mean, that is a heck of a win for the squad that's dealt with a lot of adversity down the stretch. Losing Bradley Douglas Fisher, had to play an extremely tough schedule to finish the regular season. Be a bit of a feather in the cap. Jocelyn Treese, the senior, at the line for the free throw, has 12 points. Trying to put her Boomers up by 5 as they lead 49-45, 18 seconds remaining. Couple dribbles, dips and shoots. That one falls in. 5-point advantage for Woodward. As Treese with 13 points. Skiatook the other way across the timeline with 15. Franklin top the key with 13. Flips it over to Hilton. 10 seconds. They still haven't got a shot off. Franklin on the right wing with 8. Boomers playing tight defense. Hilton collects with 5 seconds. Has to get something off with 3. Top of the key and a launch at the buzzer, and that does it. Woodward pulls off the upset. They get the 50-45 win over Skiatook, and they clinch their spot in the consolation championship game tomorrow against the Weatherford Lady Eagles. The Boomers fight on for another day. Man, let's step aside for a break, come back, put the post-game wrap on it. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire. When you want the best pricing and no gimmicks on office supplies, furniture, electronics, and gifts, do yourself a favor. Stop by Divine Stationery and Radio Shack in Woodward at 2121 Oklahoma Avenue or call 580-256-7040. Serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1939.
For more than 20 years, Northwest Glass has served Northwest Oklahoma with all their glass and door needs, including vehicle and equipment, windshield replacements and chip repairs, rekeying locks, and window and door repairs and installations. Call 256-4324 or stop by 611 Texas Avenue for all your glass and door needs. Good luck, Boomers.
Parenting is hard. Technology can make it harder. The Family Media Plan developed by the American Academy of Pediatrics helps make it easier. Go to healthychildren.org/media plan to create the media plan that's right for your family. Whether you make a full plan or just choose a few parts that matter the most to your family, healthychildren.org/media plan is an easy-to-use tool that will help your family set media priorities and create healthy digital habits in line with your family's values. You'll also get practical tips to help make the plan work. And you can come back to revise your plan as often as you need to, like at the beginning of each school year or during summer and holiday breaks. Raising kids in the age of screens is easier when you have a plan. Go to healthychildren.org/media plan and make your plan today.
Welcome back to Boomer Basketball, Z92 Boomer TV, and the Woodward girls survive and advance for another day. They take the 50-45 win over the previously 17-8 Skiatook Lady Bulldogs. Let's look at the breakdown of the final stats for both squads. Boy, the seniors coming through big time. Riley Moore with 19 points for the members of this one. Jocelyn Treese with 13. Also got good support with 10 from Kaylee Mills, the freshman, 6 for Lexi Mendel. On the Skiatook side, Allie Franklin with 12 points as well. Jade Hilton with 12 points. 9 points for Riley Hip for Skiatook, and that was their 3 main leaders. Also got 6 from Kaylee Johansson and Dakota. I mean, again, this was a Skiatook team that had been playing really well. Yes, had the hiccup last night against Lincoln Christian, number 2 team in the state, but man, Woodward, you could tell, really rallied from that second half yesterday. They knew they kind of, once they got away with one, but they held on against Cushing, against a team that they'd beat by almost 30 previously in the season, and came out with a different type of fire today and really closed it down in that second half. Won the third quarter 15-11 and won the fourth quarter 13-9 to get the 5-point win, 50-45.
That they did, credit to Coach Moore for, the game plan that she drew up, because, man, yesterday, like you said, just wasn't your day, but you were able to squeak the win out. And you come in here to this one, that first quarter looked a little rocky. At one point, it was 17-10 in favor of Skiatook, and then from then the Boomers kind of just went on a little bit of a run, got the score closer right before the half, and out of that second half really started to make their shots, and their free throws got better throughout the course of the game. Able to finish off the glass, get those extra rebounds. Although we had a little bit of foul trouble, it didn't matter. The Boomer magic was just in the air tonight.
That it was, and a heck of an effort by the girls, by Coach Moore and crew, drawing up good game plan, like you say. Now, though, you stare down for, I think we're at the 5th time this season. I have to double check that, at least the 4th. The Weatherford Lady Eagles tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The Regional Consolation Championship spot and areas on the line as Woodward comes back to Cushing tomorrow at 1 o'clock to take on Weatherford. Should be an interesting one. We'll have that on Z92 and Boomer TV as well to be able to bring that to you, and look forward to it. See if the Woodward girls could keep it rolling.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. As you mentioned, it's like I think the 5th meeting between the 2 teams.
At least number 4, if not number 5.
I know Coach Moore is really wanting to get a win over the Weatherford Eagle squad. She hasn't been able to do it this season, but man, the way the Boomers just played, anything can happen.
Absolutely. Hey, I do want to remind you, of course, the Road to the Big House coverage tonight, at least not done. Yes, we're done here on Z92, but Kate Kenny on K101 right now with the Class B Enid area currently as they're wrapping up the Frontier and Lomega game. Lomega on their way to state, punching their ticket to state officially tonight. Coming up still, Leedy and Frontier should be the good one on K101. Do want to thank our great sponsors before we get out of here tonight. High Plains Tire, gold sponsor of the Boomer Coaches Show, Top Cat Formal and Accessories, Great Plains National Bank, Northwest Glass, Klein Mechanical, Divine Stationery, R5 Customer Embroidery, Long Shots Bar and Grill, our Coaches Show hosts, and a Road to the Big House sponsor this week for areas and the Woodward Regional, or the Cushing Regional, I'll say, with Woodward. Bank 7 cannot do it without them. For Rance Bay, back at the board, doing a fantastic job on the production side of things. Folks, we will catch you tomorrow at 1 o'clock here on Z92 and Boomer TV as Woodward faces Weatherford, a spot and areas on the line. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Woodward Boomer Sports on News Talk Sports Z92. Follow the Boomers all season long right here on 92.3 FM or online at z92online.com. This has been a